trends are going to continue, that cash displacement is going to continue. I said earlier today, among the many things that I look forward to after the pandemic, going to an ATM machine is not one of them. And so we fundamentally believe these trends are going to continue and that people are going to gravitate towards digital wallets. We believe in the ascendancy of digital wallets, and we're putting one out there that we think is best in class.
Well, what you said, John, about the digital wallet, it's so true. We have 40 apps. We use 7. We don't like most of our apps, and we want them consolidated. We want them consolidated in a simple, clean atmosphere where there are thousands of compliance people who are actual asset for you, aren't they?
So true. It's so true. And, you know, as we talked earlier about today, like, people are moving in this direction. We believe that if you look at some of the experiences that we launched over the last year, we see a much higher level of engagement when we provide those kind of experiences. So we're really just following the consumer here.
Well, Dan, we talk about mission values, and you know what? There's some banks, they've taken 200 years to get to where they are, and they're not trusted. 150 years, 100. Banks that were associated with Hamilton, banks that were associated with the First National Bank. Dan, it doesn't work. You have explained that because it's not associated with the customer. You are about protecting the customer. And that's a simple thing, but how have you been able to stay that way?
Well, I think, Jim, one of the advantages we have is the amount of data that we process through our system. You know, at a minimum, we're processing 30,000 transactions a minute. That's at a minimum. During the holiday period, we were doing 1,000 transactions per second. So that spins off a tremendous amount of data. And we use that data to look at every single element of a transaction. In fact, Jim, before you do a PayPal or Venmo transaction, we go over 130 different checks to make sure that that's you, to make sure that that transaction is valid. And we do those 130 checks in less than 1/3 of a second. And it's those kinds of things that give trust to a brand. One, the product works as you expect it will work. 2, it's easy to understand. And 3, we protect you. We protect your privacy, and we protect you from fraudulent transactions. And I think those things, along with all the great customer service that John and his team do, are things that we're just going to leverage on because the world is leapfrogging into this new digital era. And as we all know, what is so important as we start to move more and more of our lives to digital platforms is that you can trust that digital platform, that you know they're going to make sure your privacy is secure and that all of your data and information is secure.
You are a technology, democracy, mission-led app, company, values that at 20 minutes and 36 seconds said that, you know what, we want to be in investments. There are people, millions of people, millions. I have them on Twitter. We see them. They are aggrieved. They feel like maybe it wasn't democracy that they've been involved in. They just feel like they've been involved in an app. Can you create a site that the 20 million people I know, young people, trust PayPal? Can you create a site, or do you have to buy a site to make it so that these people can have honest, hard-working people behind them, making sure that things clear and clear faster and they know what's in their account? Because trust is broken, Dan. It's broken.
Yep. I mean, I think you raise a bunch of really good points, Jim. I think in many ways, trust is broken in a lot of places, but that isn't the case with our brand. In fact, our brand trust is accelerating. It's because we try in a very consistent way to do the right things. We think about our role in society. You know, we think about what we do with our employees. We put our employees first. We make sure that they have financial health, that they can feel financially secure. We operate within our communities, within our economy, within our democracy. And we take that role very, very seriously. And we try to live up to it every single day. And I think if you look at the way we went into crypto, we tried to do that in a very responsible way. We tried to make it simple and easy for people to understand what they're doing when they get in there. We gave tutorials so that people would have education and would understand what it means to buy, sell, and hold crypto. And then we put limits around some of it as well so that people could, ease their way into it before we start to ease some of those limits even more.
Right.
And so we really approach everything from a customer-centric perspective. And as we go into investing and democratizing more and more forms of assets, you can count on us to come on that from a customer-first perspective. That is the way we are always going to be. It's the way we've always been, and it is just part of our ethos.
I know it's yours, and that leads me to get to John, because, John, you guys are the savviest about crypto of anybody I deal with. Do you think that a percentage of your cash should be kept in crypto as just a very good cash management tool, or is it the type of thing that John Rainey wants to help customers with, but doesn't necessarily think it's aspirational for PayPal?
The thing that we want to do, Jim, that we think is best for PayPal is really invest our money in types of companies that provide complementary assets to our platform, that help us grow in areas where we see opportunity. And so, we're not going to invest corporate cash probably in sort of financial assets like that, but we want to capitalize this growth opportunity that's in front of us. We outlined today the tremendous addressable market that we see in front of us right now, and the types of services that we're providing, like buy now, pay later, crypto as an example, even offline QR code. Those are the types of things that we want to continue to invest in, be it organically or even inorganically when we see opportunities in the ecosystem.
Well, if I can build on that, Jim.
Sure, Dan.
Last year, we grew our free cash flow by 48% to $5 billion. What we said is by 2025, we're going to be generating $10 billion of free cash flow each and every year. What John just said, though, I think is really important is we want to use that cash. We want to use our balance sheet as a strategic weapon. That may be returning cash to shareholders, and it may be through acquisitions, but every one of those dollars matter to us, and we really take our capital allocation quite seriously. But we're going to be a consolidator in this industry, and there's so much opportunity.
Okay, well, you
and we want to make sure that we have
we want your
availability
fast
to that
clearing
cash.
stocks. You talked about fast clearing stocks. You said stocks clear too slow. They clear like checks. We want to trade on PayPal instantly and have trust in our accounts for stocks. Can you do that for us? You can.
Yeah. So, Jim, everything we're trying to go and do right now is we're trying to take advantage of the digital architecture that we've invested hundreds of millions of dollars into. So we want things to be instantaneous.
Yes.
We want things to be tokenized so they're secure.
Yes.
And everything we go into, the faster you can complete a transaction, the faster you can be sure that your money can be in your account, the better off consumers are. And that, again, is something that we try very hard to move towards. Again, much of the system today is antiquated. We need to work with regulators. We need to work with central banks and governments to upgrade the infrastructure that we have. That's why we're investing so much in this new business unit around blockchain, digital currencies, and crypto. Because brilliant. I really do believe that we're going to come to an era in the next 3 to 5 years in which we'll upgrade that infrastructure, and the things that you're talking about, instantaneous, secure transactions that are at a low cost, will be available to everybody.